Hello folks and welcome back to SnowRunner. This is the developer's hard mode and we are running it in all American mode. Which means that I can only use American trucks. I cannot use Russian trucks. How far can I get? I'm betting on all the way. But it's going to be tough. I'm already missing Russian trucks. Alright, so at the end of the last episode, we made it to level 6. I took the Fleet Star and I got the better tires on it. So it's sitting down here ready to go, as is the Chevy. I realized that the Chevy needed some fuel, so I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to fill up the Chevy. Excuse me, and then we're going to go from there. So it should just be right there. There we are. Oh, don't bang into it. Alright. Refuel. Oh. There we go. Scout. And yeah, put some gas in the Fleet Star. And put some in the Chevy, which will run this one out of gas, which is fine. I will be bringing back fuel tankers with me. And we have our Lord powers on here now. So we got a proper set of tires, which means that we can go over to Island Lake and then over to Drummond Island, because I have some things to pick up over there, mainly the SnowRunner gears for the big trucks here. I've also got some, let's see, what are you doing? I've got some upgrades to pick up for the White Western Star that is sitting down in there. Hope I don't tear this thing up too bad. P16 and the twin steer all need to be picked up while I'm over, and bring back some fuel tankers. Also going to pick up the TranStar and bring it back. And with I screwed up last night, or night before last. I didn't play last night. I had to get up at 3 o'clock this morning, so I went to bed real early. But night before last, I screwed up and I got the other Chevy over to the garage and I started upgrading it, not thinking about how much money I'm spending. So I believe I have I've got just about $1,000 left. There are a few missions that I'm going to accomplish while I'm on this little trip. One of them is, there's a broken down truck over here. I'm going to come over and fix it up. Then I'm going to take that maintenance trailer that I use and go over there and fix up the twin steer. There's also a couple of bridges over on Drummond Island that this truck will be repairing. So it should give me a little bit of my money back. But once I get everything back over here, then it is the White Western Star. I'm going after it. Once I've got that, then I'll have everything I need to finish up all the other missions over on Black River, and I'll head back there. And I might as well pick up this. Oh, shit. I knew that was going to be that. I can't repair it until I get the twin steer repaired. Because I think the trailer that I'm going to get up here has just enough. Has, oh, let's change truck. And let's put you in four-wheel drive. That's true. But as I was saying, I think the trailer that I'm gonna get to fix this other truck up here has just enough to fix that truck, fix up the twin steer, and I'll have a little bit left over that I can use to fix up these couple of trucks. Any damage that I might do to them while I'm over there. It's not going to be much left, but still hate the steering on this truck. Okay. I knew better. But I thought I'd try. But with this truck, it seems like the steering. Well, yep, there we go. That is the race suspension for the. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once and messes me up sometimes. That is the for the International Scout. It's a race suspension, which I do not run the race suspension on International Scout. It does just fine with the regular suspension. That raised one makes it way too tippy. Alright, so we're going to shoot through here, and I've got my gap right straight ahead of me. We're going to shoot through that gap. I don't take the road around, because it is a muddy mess. I could go ahead over and see right there through the trees is the TranStar, but I'm going to wait till I get the E16 over here. Let it pull the TranStar out. Much easier with the P16. What I'll have is I'll take the P16 and deliver the fuel tankers to the top of the hill back there, because I'm going to hook one fuel tanker to the P16 and then pull another one with the winch, and then come down and get the TranStar. Get it up that way. So if you go through this gap here, it's a lot easier on the trucks. I've watched a lot of people, they'll take the road, go all the way through there, and that's the harder way. For me it is. Now once I get the White Western Star up and running, it can come through here. Don't have to worry about diff lock or anything. Even pull on the trailer with a load. And pass the telephone pole and shoot to the other side of the road. And come up through these reeds. Right between the two down trees. Usually I don't have any trouble doing this. Trying to come out of there sometimes is a little sticky. Put some lights on. I thought about going ahead and doing some missions up here. There's a couple of upgrades I can get, or one upgrade I can get, and a couple of missions I can do. And I think I want to hold off. I want to get these other trucks first. I can always, on the way back, there's Wolfie up there. On the way back, I can leave the Chevy over here with a scout fuel carrier. And they can go do those missions. Let's turn off the engine and release. And now we gotta go get the maintenance truck. Spot around the mud. And this will take me, well, supposed to go through. This will take me around that other big mud hole. That wasn't very nice. And do that to avoid that mud hole. And okay, I couldn't remember if it was a GMC or a Kodiak, but it's a GMC. Accept that. Okay. I need to get this maintenance trailer to fix up the twin steer. And while I'm doing it, I might as well take care of this mission. Like I said, not a fan of the Freightliner steering. Seems like you turn the wheels and then it's a delay in it, and then all of a sudden it takes off one way, left or right. It's kind of like the Con Marshall used to do, but not near as bad as the M119. And it's one of the reasons why I don't drive this truck a lot. Because of that steering problem that it has. I don't remember it doing this when I first started playing the game. And again, that's been a long time ago. I got the game the second day it was out. This mission. I thought about going ahead and doing this mission. Because it's not that bad, it's just 4 things you gotta pick up. But it's fuel. I don't want to spend the fuel doing that. If I already had a scout trailer with fuel on it, I would do that. But I want to make sure I get both trucks over and get them refueled once we get over to Island Lake. Put my camera back a little bit so it's not as jerky. And look for my path up here, which should be next to that white bird. No asphalt. Birch. That wasn't very nice. I've got my windows open and somebody is burning. I remember for a long time this mission was bugged out. So repair it. And it's $1,900. But this mission was bugged out for a long time. You'd repair it and the truck would stay there. And it would still show up on your list of vehicles. It would be blacked out, but it would still be there. And they finally got that fixed. I'm supposed to. See how the deep stuff. We hung up. Can't see. I just didn't want to get down in the swampy area. Trailer down in there. Makes it a little bit harder to pull. down both, buddy. Back, pick up our Chevy. Hopefully the Chevy does not try to drive under that. And we're heading to Island Lake. Okay. Oh, forgot. Ah. Come on. There we go. Island Lake, Michigan. For some reason, this is one of my favorite maps. I don't know what about this map is so fun, because it is a pain in the butt a lot of times. But I do enjoy it. Oh, wait a minute. Usually it grabs the truck. So we are going to have to go down this way. And I actually don't have to take that one all the way down. Because the road we need to go down is right over there. It's right there where the yellow box is. Dancing ants. But it's a very hard turn to go over there, so you need, what I do is just come down, turn around. But I need fuel. But just forgot. And frack. Yeah, it was too much. There we go. And then refill the Chevy. 8 gallons is plenty. Fuel tanker right over here I need to get to. Fill this truck up, fill the gas cans back up, and use that to fill up the fleet star. Set that. I would like to get this big tanker out of here and take it back with me, but in order to do that, I'd have to bring the Fleet Star over here with a low saddle, and it'll make it that much more difficult to fix the 2 bridges over on Drummond Island. I have to make 2 trips. Because now I'll just have to do 1 trip. And then when I get the White Western Star fixed up, I'll send it over here to get this tanker. So, fuel. And fill my refrigerator. This tanker is coming back with me. Eventually. There are still plenty of fuel tankers over here that I can get. There's what, 3 more? Of the 2-axle. and then 2, I want to say, of the scout fuel carriers. 3, yeah. Which I will be getting one of those here, and I'll actually be getting both of them here in just a bit. All right, refuel, refrac into the fleet stuff. Come on, turn your wheels. Just missed it. Lights might help me out a little bit. And that will help me turn sharp turn. Also get this watchtower while we're over here. And hopefully this will not glitch out. I have had it glitch out before. So District, how you doing today? I've had this mission glitch out on me just one time, where I repaired it with this trailer, just like I'm doing now. Repaired the other one, come over to repair this. And when I repaired it, put fuel in it, it wouldn't let me have the truck. I had to reset the mission and I lost all of the repair points. Had to go get one of the other repair trailers. Hopefully I won't have that issue this time, because repairing that big ass truck is expensive. Nope, wrong winch. Would like to have the level 9 tires on here, but I can make do with the 6s. It's just slow, but it will get there. Low gear. Oh, that's not fast. What slows it down is it keeps trying to shift gears, which on my wish list is a manual transmission for the trucks. I would like to see that. No country for old trucks, which is where we're heading now. Oh, and I can't forget I've got an upgrade over here I gotta get. Get this upgrade sometimes. Right there, you can see the dancing ants. So for those of y'all that don't know what dancing ants are, it's a term that was used back in the time of DOS on computers. They would have the box that would go around like these do. They called them dancing ants. So I'm old, I remember that. And there she is. So see how the yellow marches around like a bunch of ants? That's where the term comes from. Alright, got a few on the road. Getting over in there is bad. Accept the task, start tracking it, and yeah. So I should have just enough repair points with a few left over. What? Hang on. Oh, okay. For some reason I looked at that, it said 1500. I'm thinking I've still got 1500 points. How did I have 1500 points? Alright, so repair the twin steer. Attach the trailer and go get the fuel tank. There is a hidden scout fuel tanker over here, in case y'all don't know about it. One of the things I like to do with new maps, once I open them up, I will go and I'll look at all the dark areas and just scan them to see if I might see something that's hidden. And once we open up the next watchtower, it will open up all this black, but this will still stay dark. And right at the end of this road is a scout fuel carrier. And even once you open up the map completely, that scout fuel trailer will stay hidden and it will not show up on your list of available trailers. You actually come over and get it. There are two of them. There's one here, and there's one that we're going to get here. It's also how I found a maintenance trailer that's on down this road. And pass it, did I? No, still got a ways to go. Right there. So this has enough fuel in it. It's a full tanker, so it's got enough fuel to fix that truck up. There's also another tanker. Ow. Okay, for not watching. Another tanker right about in there on the next road over. That you could use, but you'd have to pull it all the way back to the entrance to come back down this road. Once you go around the other way, which I don't recommend, especially when you've got one sitting right here. This one will actually be the one that we take back with us behind the Chevy, so I can do some of those missions over there. Center of the map. The other scout trailer I'm going to pick up, scout fuel carrier, I'm going to leave on Drummond Island. That way it can ferry fuel over there. As I get it. And unlike the maintenance trailers, fuel carriers do not have to be hooked to a truck in order to get the fuel out of. I think that's kind of a waste with the maintenance trailers. Now they have to be hooked to a truck in order to use the supplies out of it. But it's, well, most of the time it's a minor inconvenience because you got to hook the truck up to use them. But it prevents you from getting any repair points in one of the scouts. If you need a scout that has to be fixed up, you have to have a bigger truck hook up to that repair trailer in order for the scout to get repaired. Flipping. All right. Refuel. And the twin stick. Yes, it is ours. Wonderful. Pull you out of the way. Get that maintenance trailer back. And refuel. Which doesn't leave you a lot, but you gave me a truck, so I'm happy with that. Now we gotta get the maintenance trailer turned around. And then we'll have to pull the twin steer out of where it's at. It will not come out on its own. It's buried in the mud. Alright, let me attach you. Wonderful. Ugh, almost got buried in the mud. Alright, so this truck will pull the maintenance trailer back, and once I get the twin steer out of here, it can pull that little truck back, or that little trailer back. Because you cannot attach a trailer to the twin steer. Alright, should be good. Oh, thought I already had the engine on. Now it's helping me. And we now have a truck. Okay. So, I think through there, yeah. Through there to get my upgrade. I shall not forget it this time. And that is the 5.0 for those trucks, which I will end up selling that for the money. Any place I need to drive where I need that much power in the Chevy, I will not be able to get traction, so it doesn't really matter. Chevy does just fine with the low engine. Alright, get you out of here. Typical Panda, this is a solo run. I'm doing the developer hard mode, and I am only using American trucks. So I'm seeing if I can complete all the missions with only Americans. And then we'll probably come back at some point and try it with the Russian trucks. Do a Russian truck playthrough. Good stuff. I would like to do one where I have other people join. Problem is they only give you 4 save slots. And I've got this run, I've got my self-imposed hardcore mode run that I'm doing. And I've got a speed run. And an Impossibandra run. I don't have enough save slots, which that is another thing on my wish list, or save slots. I would do one with co-op, anybody could join. I was almost tempted the other day to buy another copy of the game just to give me 4 more save slots. But that would, I got to thinking, and that would require me to get another Xbox account and pay for a year of Xbox. Yeah, that stuff's expensive. I don't know, I may do that in the future though. But that way. Alright, so I only have a little bit of damage on here, so I don't think I'm going to repair this. I think I will wait till I come back from Drummond Island before I do any repairs. Use up the last of these repair points and then abandon the trailer. It'll do me no good. Can't sell trailers in this mode. So we'll leave you here. And get the twin steer back over here. And then we will continue on with our quest for the P-60. Twin steer. twin steer is not all that good. And once you get the all-wheel drive unit on it, this thing is a beast. It's one of my favorites. Don't get me wrong, you can still use it for some missions, but it's really hindered by the fact that it's got a huge wheelbase and no all-wheel drive. Oh. But I cleared it. And even without the all-wheel drive, we're going to have to rely on it pretty heavily. Since you can't use Russian trucks. But it does come with diff lock, which helps. Not when trees get in the way. I've also found that I don't particularly care for the raised suspension on this truck. I kind of like to leave it at this height. I don't have many issues with it. Where I needed the raised suspension, other than over on Canadian map, and that was mainly so I could get through that mud hole where the river ran over when you're heading over to the train station. Kind of need it. But in Alaska, I don't run it with. Man, this thing's good. Not watching the front end as closely as we should. And I lost my wheel. I would also like for this truck to be able to pull a trailer behind. Right now you can't do that. Double up on some loads. That would be nice. She's slow, but she'll get there. Try if I'm in this time. I have taken it through the swamp once where I did not need any assistance from another vehicle. Get it back to the garage. And I've taken it through once where I did need assistance. Not sure how it'll go. So there. And get back to the Fleet Star on the Chevy. You up here so the Chevy can fill you up. Actually, I've got enough for one. Because I'm not that far, too far away. I'm not that far from fuel tank. Yeah, it's plenty of gas. And I pull the other fuel tanker out. Be able to fill up. And I've already gotten you. So that's where we went up to get some gas from the big fuel tanker. Yeah, even with a steering wheel, this truck doesn't drive very well. The steering. Which is a shame, because I'd probably drive it more if the steering wasn't so jerky. Alright, so I have this one. Nope. It's the next one I have. There's one up here, you can either get it back there, or you can get it up here. Yeah, it wasn't very nice. I think I actually have enough. So this is the one we've already got. Don't have to worry about it. Maybe we did. I don't know. If not, I'll check it on the way back. Now we'll see how hard mode treats us on this road. This road gives you a lot of damage. These trees. Some of them will jump out and snag you and damage you. But in the developer's hard mode, damage is supposed to be turned down. I could go get the fuel tanker up there. There's a fuel tanker here and pull it down, but I think I'll wait on that. There's one much closer to the road up here. And we'll pick you up and go back. Discover you and get that mission. There's a couple of watchtowers I want the Chevy to do on its way back. When I get the Lodestar is too wide to get through the gaps. It's easier for the Chevy. And what's that one? Nope. It's that one right there. So here you also have a hidden scout fuel carrier. And even if you do this mission coming up through here, down the road, this area will still stay dark unless you drive up there. You won't know that there's a fuel tanker up there. Your turn. And free gas. I like free gas. Oops. Out here for somebody comes out and starts shooting. So knock the fence down. And off we go again. We'll get our SnowRunner gears for the big trucks and the P16. And try to watch out for these trees. There are a couple of them, you run over them with the front tires, and when you go over them with the back tires, they'll stop you dead. And damage your truck. That one should move. Good.